Good morning. Oh, so today I want to go over this. Your cycling videos, they're not very good. So how can we fix that? How can we make a good cycling video, a good edit? So what I'm going to do is we're going to film the same thing at 5 different levels of complexity. And we're going to just do the most basic edit possible and work all the way up to using whip transfers, jump cuts, storyline, and some good music. Kind of just like a little behind the scenes on what it takes to edit. Yeah? So speaking of editing, these are the editors that I'm using for the Impossible Route 4. It's been I've already explained, a huge risk on my end to delegate this art. What I have gotten in return from these guys is beyond what I ever expected. This is a massive project. Hundreds of hours are going into this edit. So the edits that we're doing today, like a 15-second clip, you know, it's totally different, but still, I think this is really interesting. So check this out.
All right, so let's walk you guys through some of the 8-bit vibe graphics that we've got built for this. See, episode 4 Telluride. Sorry, it's literally 2 a.m.
His attention to detail is insane. So he built like the particles in Red Giant, which is like a plugin for After Effects, and then look at those little impossible routes in the background.
Little badges. Corkscrew.
Attention to detail is sick.
Engineer, Emogene.
Yeah, this has been a freaking awesome project to work on. I don't know how much it's gonna make in the vlog, but yeah, this is freaking cool.
These guys are absolutely killing it. I don't know what to say. I mean, it just feels so good to have a team around you, and the more people you have on a project giving it all the same effort, and that's a real big key. When you talk about working with other people in projects, matching your level of work ethic and intensity is really hard to do.
Benny, can you chill with the licks, bro?
It has been quite the day, and I'm gonna eat some potatoes with avocado, yum, yum, yum. So when we're talking about editing, gear is a big part of that, and I'll do a whole video on gear. What you're currently watching this from is a $7,000 camera. I'm gonna go ahead and video what that looks like. Okay, doesn't look like anything too special. It's got a nice mic, 1635 lens, the full frame Sony a7 IV. Neat. But today, when we do our edit, what I'd like to do is start off with the phone. Then I want to move into the GoPro, and then potentially even use this camera. And then we'll see as we layer in complexity and cost. Like, everyone's got a phone. Not everyone has a GoPro. Very few people have the kind of camera that you're seeing here. Now, it's freezing outside and I'm super soft, but man, I kind of want to go mountain biking. It's been raining. The dirt is so good. And I think that would make for a good edit. So, how? So we put the GoPro up in a tree. That's just gonna be stationary. You find a good spot for it. Because if you put it on the ground, it's not gonna look very good. So that's our shot that we're trying to get, is this coming down there. GoPro's in the tree. You're gonna have to get creative if you want the good shot. So this was already here. That tie strap is already there. So that's the shot that we're gonna try to get. And then we've got the camera over here, which has got a little bit of bush in the foreground. You gotta get creative. Okay, there's the nice camera. We got that set up on a nice shot. It's gonna look real good. We got spot focus on. That means that it's not gonna try to focus while I'm riding. And we're gonna hit a little jump right here.
You got like 3 feet of air that time.
So just to show you, I mean, we're MacGyvering the shit out of that, okay? Same thing with over here. But we're not using no fancy equipment. It's freezing, it's getting dark. I needed to have come out earlier. So that probably gives me a really good point into help you editing. If you're gonna go out and film something, give yourself an extra 2 hours. You'll always need it. One thing that I should probably mention is that right now is perfect
lighting conditions. You might want to come out during the daytime, like noon. That's actually really, really difficult to film in because you get a ton of shadows. Like this right here, all the light is diffused. Like the light is even everywhere. It's so perfect. So if you can get an overcast day, if you can come out at dusk or dawn, that is so good. All right, so now we're gonna do just mouth mount. I really like the mouth mount. I don't like the actual mouthpiece. It makes me gag. Ugh. You gotta really make sure that you're gonna see the bars, because if it's like this, there's nothing. And if it's like that, you can't see shit. So it's gotta be perfect, like right there. You! Just to kind of show you the difference in camera quality, this is the phone selfie camera. This is the phone front-facing camera. This is the phone front-facing camera wide. This is the GoPro with the media mod, so it sounds way better. Then you have the really nice camera, $7,000 camera, really good mic, 16-35 lens. This lens does that guy, and it's heavy and it's expensive.
Okay, we're gonna do influencer training, okay?
Hey guys, how's it going? You know what I really like?
Goggles. And I like to choose 100%. If you use code SMALLPP no testosterone, you can get these goggles for free. Let's edit this. Fart, fart, fart. We've transferred the footage, and again, we're gonna do 5 different versions of this same day. We just filmed it at different levels of complexity. One of the first things that I do when I get to an edit is I find the music. The music is going to dictate your edit, but I'm gonna come to Epidemic Sound. That's a paid subscription. Now, if you're not uploading this anywhere, like to YouTube, you can use whatever song you want. I'm actually gonna look at the waveform right here. The waveform is like what the audio looks like, and I'm gonna look for drops and beats that I can cut to. That one to me sounds a little slow-mo-y, and we didn't take any slow-mo. Too low, it's not enough energy. Okay, you hear that, like, cut. Cut. We don't have very much footage, so we want a longer beat so that we can use what footage we have. Because if you do quick beats, yada da da dun dun, yada da da dun dun, yada da da dun dun, yada da da dun dun. Well, that's 3-4 clips right there. And we only have like 5 cell phone clips and like 5 GoPro clips. So if we do something that's, and especially if there's like a yada da 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 da, I like sometimes on that to go da 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 and have like 5 different clips right there. We don't have enough footage for that. So we gotta find something else. Cut. Dude, that's so good. That's the one. Because not only does it have a build up, I really like that. I like that build, and then the cut points are pretty long, so we're gonna be able to get a lot out of what footage we have. So, song done. Here, what I'm doing is I'm actually organizing the files, and I'm gonna label them so they don't get all mixed up, because everything just comes stock blue. But now I've got my phone, I've got my GoPro, and I've got the big camera. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna actually label. Okay, so I've got tan, I've got orange, and green. So I know big camera, GoPro, cell phone. Level 1. This is your most basic that you can possibly get. This is no cuts, no music, no angles. This is an example of terrible. Also, I shot it vertically when we went horizontal. okay? This is drunk grandpa style. Let's watch this masterpiece.
All right, hey everyone. I'm riding around on my Lux, just kind of getting a feel for the trail out here. It's quite cold and, you know.
And that gave you no context of what was happening whatsoever. It was the easiest thing to do. So let's now stick with the phone, increase the complexity. No music though, so maybe you're not good with music. This is just raw sound with the camera placed without tripods or anything. This is, I just stuck it in the dirt places, and let's see what we can do. One thing I want to say is that is our very first clip we filmed. It does not need to be the first clip we use. So we have 2 going away, and we have 5 coming at us. Okay, we're gonna clip it right there. That's kind of cool because I come down from a jump, and audio, since there's no sound, the audio is so important here. So you hear that there's like a little jump right there. So we're gonna butt up with the landing of the jump on one with the landing of the jump on the other. See how it's off though? Listen. I'm not doing 2 jumps. But so now our clip has all this extra. Let's get rid of that extra and just butt it up right away. Ooh, boy. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Okay, boom. Ready? Watch. Boom. That's solid, dude. That is a solid edit for no cost. You have a phone. That is the only piece of equipment used here. No tripods, no music, nothing. That is just pure creativity on angles and shots. That's it. Okay, so what we're gonna do here now is level 3, which is a GoPro. Okay, so now this is, we're getting into your spending money to make your content. The GoPro is going to give you a really wide angle. You do have different variations to narrow it, whatever. We're not going to get into the settings. Also, we're not going to do any music here, but we are going to add a technique called whip transfers. And a whip transfer is when you whip the camera, and you can do it forward, upward, sideways, whatever, and then you blend the 2 whips. Okay, so you need no editing software really. All you need to do is cut. So I'm going to show you these whip transfers. Safety first, bro. All right, boys. Let's send it. So here's another little trick is that I'm turning right here. And since we only have a small period of time and we want to maybe get to a cooler section of the trail, I'm going to cut going left, or I'm sorry, we're going to cut from going right to going left. And that could be several turns down the road. Let's check it out. Safety first, bro. All right, boys. Let's send it. All right, so we've got 3 now. We've got our terrible one. Don't use that one. Then we have our cell phone clip, which is pretty decent. But obviously this one you feel something. You feel an emotion from this. You can see the excitement on my face. You can hear my voice. And obviously it's not locked off shots. Like, we are rolling here. Okay, so this next version, level 4, we are going to start adding in a little more complexity, which is music. Okay, so we're gonna have to add the footage to the beat of the music. The other thing is that we're gonna combine locked off shots with motion shots. Okay, so the thing about music here is that it doesn't always do what you want it to do. So this intro is too long. And that's something that you basically need to go off the rule of that someone's thought process is gonna lapse every 3 to 5 seconds. That's why people make jump cuts. That's why if you watch like movies or shows, every 3 to 5 seconds, the camera angle changes. It's literally like clockwork. And once you realize that, it destroys your shows. Because you're like, dude, I can't unsee them moving the camera every 3 to 5 seconds. So what I'm gonna do here is that intro is too long. I'm gonna listen to where it dips and I'm gonna cut it there and start it like, I'm gonna edit this song basically. Perfect start, right? But that's in the middle of the intro. Okay, so right here I'm gonna place a cut right on the first beat, so we know that's where it's gonna start. This is like, this is kind of advanced, but I'm gonna go into the audio track 1, and I'm actually gonna make it a lower level audio, and so I don't have to actually manipulate each and every clip. I want you to hear the mountain bike like, but I can't have it be at full volume. Cool, dude. So now we used 2 POVs. So now let's grab a locked off shot, yeah? Okay, so now I have an idea. And this is what happens sometimes. I thought that would be a good clip. It doesn't fit within the music. It's too short for that clip. Now I could just let it run, but then you're bored. And I know it's like, it seems so ridiculously tedious, but like, that's, okay, here's the difference, right? Here's it just filling that beat. I feel like that's too long of where you can barely see me. So now what I think I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use abrupt sound to change the pattern of what you're expecting. You're expecting music, and I'm gonna end with that shot. The music will go dun 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 dun. I have always used different clips in every beat, but it was just a happy mistake that the beat landed right when I hit that jump. So I'm actually gonna let this clip play over 2 beats of the song. Usually I would cut right here, but we don't wanna cut. I'm just about to hit a fatty. Oof. Okay, ready? Level 4.
Safety first, bro. All right, boys. Let's send it.
I have understood the assignment. All right, so now this next one is using the $7,000 camera and a tripod and an ultra nice mic. I would say what I just did there is a GoPro and a music subscription. I honestly don't know if it's gonna get any better from here. And that's where you actually might go over the cliff of spending way more time messing with a good camera. And dude, that edit right there, that gave you a feeling, right? Let's see if we can make it any better. The thing is though that we're gonna have to spend $7,000 to make it maybe worse. Okay, so again, what's going on here is I'm actually not that big of a fan of these shots. We're actually gonna hit this with an adjustment layer, and we're gonna color grade. The color on this is not very good, and so then now we're getting even advanced. We're putting on some filters here, right? Look at the difference between those two. Throw in the movie strip. I mean, this looks like a fucking movie, dude. This looks like a movie right here. You know what I mean? With some color grading. Look at the difference of that shot. I mean, bro. Okay, we're getting a little advanced here, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a cool quote. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna use the Socrates quote because I think that's more applicable. What we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to really mess with this a bit because it's got that stupid bass audio track to it. Okay, so I gotta pull apart this audio so that it fits what we have here.
No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training.
So the quote here I really like, but it's a little fast for what we're doing here. And so I have to break up the quote. We put the other audio track down below, so then what we're doing actually is masking, cutting it up, because if I didn't have, let's remove that bottom audio track, you can hear it, watch.
Physical training.
So you heard this little background of the quote.
In the matter of physical training.
Now we have no filler there. So I gotta have that bit right there.
It is a shame for a man to grow old.
So we have gone through some serious levels of complexity. So let's take a look at the most complex. And again, I would personally prefer level 4. I think level 5 here for this time frame, it just doesn't make sense. This is overbaked, as they would say. But let's watch.
No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable.
I mean, same route, I literally filmed everything at the exact same time. Like, I got all the clips at the same time. And again, like I said, this one's probably a little overproduced. I'm not a fan of that one. But now we have 5 edits at 5 different levels of complexity. And now your boy's hungry.
Winter's gone now, we're headed for summer. I guess that means it's been 3 years come June. And I don't even try to remember. Can't seem to remember to forget about you.
A bunch.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Christmas in our house.
Virgil's root beer is by far the best root beer on the market. It's so amazing. So what do we have here, babe?
Lentil soup, Brussels sprouts, so good, roasted potatoes.
Man,
Yeah,
it's so good.
so good.
Nope. Hey, that's my potato. That is my... All right, so I hope that you enjoyed those editing techniques that I showed you. So the thing is that like every level that you go up and get more and more complex takes more and more time and energy and thought and skill, but the difference doesn't go up equally. Alrighty, there you go. So that's it. On to the next day. I've got, I think, like 12 hours of riding I need to do in the next 2 days. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal to me at this moment. If I ride, I ride. And if I don't, whatever. I'm just stoked to be...
Oh, I forgot I have 12 hours of high fitness I need to do.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. And as always, Vegan Cyclist.
Yeah.
All right, hey everyone. I'm riding around on my Lux, just kind of getting a feel for the trail out here. It's quite cold and, you know. Safety first, bro. All right, boys. Let's send it.
You! Safety first, bro. All right, boys. Let's send it.
No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable.